Yo, thanks for joining in. This is my Serum effects tutorial for beginners. I'm going to be going over this effect page in Serum. I have span up for the frequency visual, and then ozone imager, which is a 360 view for the panning for the left and right. See, right now it's just dead smack in the middle. So right now I just have this saw wave up. It's going to be the same default sound just to show you the effects and what they do. So here we have hyper dimension. Dimension is off, default. So if you look right here when I hit this note, you can see kind of what it does. It's like a stereo, like spacey, like 360 effect. See how it's spinning. Turn it off. To get a full effect of the sound, just turn every mix knob all the way up. You can change the rate, how fast it's spinning. Right there. So then this detune is like how much you want to affect the stereo and the atmosphere around it. Very close, very wide. And this is the unison. You can change how many voices. Right here you can see that are actually like spinning and around in the atmosphere. So I'm going to turn this all the way off. And dimension is like more stereo, but like not a spinning 360. It's more of a solid just stereo expansion. Look right here, you can see what it's doing. Just spinning around the atmosphere. And make it bigger, make it smaller, make it very big. Yeah. Now we're moving on to distortion. Distortion is pushing the output louder and distorting it and getting a gritty and more of a pushed sound. So right now I'm going to turn this tube distortion up. Mixes all the way up. And these are the presets. And right here is the effect before the sound, and this is the effect after the sound. So you can choose your frequency of where you want it. If you only want it to distort low frequencies, so 282 frequency and under, you can choose that. You can have a high resonance. And the same with post processing. choose the here, band pass or high pass or low pass. And that is distortion. I would say distortion is pretty important because it's used to make a lot of sounds and voices louder. You can make things stand out more in the mix with distortion, or if you just want that almost clipping and very push sound, distortion is exactly what it's used for. Now flanger. Flanger is basically messing with the phase of the sound. How they came up with flanger back in the day is they had the same track playing on two different channels, and one was slightly off. One was barely off by a couple milliseconds, and it made the sound like this, like the phase was off. Here you can sync it to the BPM, so that's what I would rather use. You can change the rate, change the depth of it. The feed of it. And the phase. So that is flanger. Now we're on phaser. Phaser is messing with the phase, but like more controlled, more targeted. It's like a filter. I like to choose BPM. Change it to a short one so you can see what it sounds like, what it's doing. Change the depth of it. And this is the frequency of it. I like to leave it at a lower frequency, and this is the feed of it. And that is phaser. Chorus. Chorus is like a slight delay behind the sound to make it like a thicker, more fuller sound. I would click BPM, make it probably like 4 bars, and basically it's just adding the same sound behind it as a delay, 2 milliseconds behind, wherever you want it. And that's the first delay. You can have the second one on it, 4 seconds behind. Change the depth of it, change the feed, and the filter of it. So right now it's only activating, it's only outputting 200, under 218 hertz, 212 hertz. So that's what it sounds like. If you really want to hear what it's doing, turn the mix and the output all the way up. So yes, that's chorus. This is a simple delay. Right now, this is the timing for it. I would like to click link so it links both of these, because you can change both of these independently. So you can have a delay on the left going really fast and one on the right going really slow. But I like to link them so they're the same. And this is your feedback. You can change what frequency is only going to be delayed, so low frequency or high frequency. And these are the type of delays. So you have the normal, you have the ping pong, just going left and right, ping pong. And then tap delay is more of like a normal delay, but it's way longer, it's way more sensitive. You turn the mix up, delay. Now we're on the compressor. You have a compressor inside Serum. Normal compressor controls. You can change the threshold of when it's compressing, how much, and then how much for the ratio. 2:1 or 4:1 is pretty good. Change the attack, so the beginning of when it starts to compress. Change the release, so if it compresses after you're done hitting the note, and this is the gain. And then you can also have a multi-band compressor. How much more, how much less you want just the highs, the mids, or the lows compressed. So yes, you have a compressor inside Serum. It's a normal reverb. Change the size of it. Change the decay, the amount, the tail. I'm going to turn the mix up so you can hear it. So this is the low cut filter of how low you want it to cut the effect, the reverb behind it. The high cut as well. You have two filters to channel out the effect. And this is how much it wants to spin behind it and how deep you want it. I don't like too much. This doesn't sound that great. Take some bass out. So the hall is more like a normal reverb, and the plate, it has a pre-delay on it, so you can hit it, and the reverb will come in afterwards. It will come in 60 milliseconds afterward. If you can hear the difference. You can hear that delay. So that is normal reverb. Then we have an EQ inside of Serum effects. These are presets for this low pass. Right now you can just take the bass out of it. So this is the frequency of this filter. So I'm just going to take the bass out of it. This is the resonance. So you can keep that normal or low. You can control the gain, so if you want more gain or less gain. And it is the same on this side. If you want to take the highs out. Or add highs, you can. Just another simple EQ filter inside Serum. And then lastly we have the filter. It's the same presets as the filter outside of the effects. On the normal oscillator page, in the effect page, it's the same exact thing. So you have two filters inside Serum. It has the same effects as the one outside on the oscillator. Let's go to flanges, comb. Cutoff probably around 30-40 hertz. Let's give some resonance, give it some more power, and we can mess with it. So you have normal effects, low passes, high passes, band passes. You can combine them with the multi filters. You have flange filters, mess with the combs, the flangers, the phase filters, and then miscellaneous. You have lows and highs and a bunch of cool stuff. Reverb is cool. Combs is cool. You can add bass filter. These are all just presets. You can always mess with them or make your own. These are the stock effects inside Serum for the effect page. This is just a follow-up video for the first video I've made to give people more of an idea of Serum and what it offers. I'm going to be making more videos and going over the matrix and global and extra cool stuff. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.